Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the Digital and Social Media News for leaders of nonprofits, churches, and faith-based organizations. I'm Natchi Lazarus, and this week we have news from Instagram, Twitter, Reddit, TikTok, and World Economic Forum. This is the show where we bring you the top 5 news you need to know for this week in less than 5 minutes. Let's get started. Our first big news of this week is from Instagram. Earlier we had announced that Instagram is planning to launch a new messaging app called Threads. Well, now it is released and it is starting to get rolled out globally. The idea behind the new app is to help you communicate visually with videos and quick story kind of posts to your close friends list. If you know, within Instagram there is a list called close friends. You can move certain Instagram contacts into your close friends list, and this app will now allow you to exclusively create a space to communicate with them without interfering with other things that's going on in Instagram. Instagram is getting busier with all sorts of posts and business related stuff for many of us. So now Instagram is trying to move all our personal close friend conversation into this app. It's an interesting trend, and we just have to wait and watch how this is panning out in the future, whether Instagram is trying to make this as a personal communication tool and keep Instagram as a larger, wider business and personal communication tool. Something to wait and watch out for. Our next news is from Twitter, specifically about Periscope. As of last week, Twitter is withdrawing its support on Periscope mobile apps for 360-degree cameras and GoPro cameras. And the mobile app will not support, but Twitter has also clarified that they will continue to support external cameras, not 360-degree cameras. 360-degree camera support has completely been withdrawn, but external camera support will continue to remain in Periscope Producer platform, which is a desktop platform. So check it out if you are into live streaming using Periscope. This is a big news, especially if you're using GoPro cameras. Our next news item is from the World Economic Forum. Last week, World Economic Forum released an article with an infographic showing how the 4 different generations are using social media. The baby boomers, Gen X, millennials, and Generation Z. It has some fascinating findings, and I will link to the infographic in my show notes. Do check it out. One of the things that's interesting I wanted to point out to you is baby boomers are showing the highest growth in Instagram and WhatsApp usage. And there are also interesting findings related to the way they use it for networking behavior of different generations and so on. So check it out if you're interested in knowing about the trends or the way in which different generations use social media. Our next news is about Reddit. Last week, Reddit shared an updated content policy with tighter restrictions on bullying, abuse, and harassment. They made several changes, including the way they define abuse, and they've also made it easier for users to report any harassment or abuse. Even if they are not directly involved, they can even report an abuse or harassment to another user. So it is good to see, and it's encouraging to see platforms taking a stand to make things safer and much more stricter when it comes to bullying and harassment. Before we go to our final news item, I wanted to quickly remind you about our upcoming online planning workshop for the new year 2020. 2020 is projected to be a big year for the digital and the social media space. So we want to equip nonprofit churches and ministries on how to plan for the new year. So I will be sharing with you strategies on figuring out which stage of your ministry you are in with respect to online world. I will give you the 4 top questions you need to ask. I will also give you a checklist, a 15-point checklist that you can use in your planning session. So whether you are creating a plan for 2020, you've not created a plan yet, or you've already created it and you want to make sure you have not missed anything, then this might be of use to you. This is completely online, so you can attend it from anywhere in the world, and it is totally free. So do check out natchi.net/2020. Even if you're not able to find a time that works for you and you cannot attend it live, don't worry, go ahead and register anyway. We will send you the recording after the session. So check out natchi.net/2020. For now, let's move on. Our final news of this week is an interesting one from both TikTok and Google. First, TikTok was spotted testing a feature which allows you to search for videos based on people's faces. So you can just select a face of a person and say, go find all TikTok clips that has this face on it. So you can imagine, all the implications that comes with this kind of a visual search. And visual search on videos is becoming very powerful on platforms. The second part of this news is about Google Lens. Google Lens team released an article last week talking about its advancements. Google Lens has been there for a while. You can take a picture of, say, a shoe or a hat or a coat, and Google Lens will tell you details about the product and similar images and all that. Now it's getting advanced, and now if you take a picture of a coat or a fashion statement or an accessory, it will tell you who else has used it, how they have used it, all the different styles in which they have used that particular garment. So what I wanted to point out to you as a leader is the advancement in the visual search technology and how it could impact social media and digital campaigns in the days to come. Well, that's all we have for you this week. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. If you like to dig deeper into any of the stories that we talked about, we've got all the source links and the transcript in our news page, natchi.net/news. Share this with other leaders of nonprofit churches and ministries, and also subscribe and follow us wherever you're watching this so that you do not miss another episode. I will see you next week with another set of news items. Until then, stay connected, stay blessed. God bless you. Bye-bye.